How this 20-year-old makes $32,000 a month with his SaaS product. You'll be learning about what the product does and how they managed to grow it. So let's meet the co-founders here, Wilson, as well as Ollie. And they both have pretty significant X followings. For this video, the point of view came from Wilson, so that's the perspective we're going to take in this video. Wilson got started in SaaS because he tore his ACL and was immobilized for 6 weeks. This gave him a lot of time to think on what to do next. He was inspired by reading other indie hacker journey stories, and he wanted to build his own product. He played around with a few ideas, from a blogging tool and a website builder to a social media scheduler. But he ultimately decided on Senja because there weren't a ton of other competitors out there at the time, and for the competitors that were out there, he found their products not great to use and not super user friendly. So what is Senja? It's a tool that makes collecting, managing, and sharing your testimonials super easy. And Wilson went the freemium model here, where anyone can get 15 free video or text testimonials and share them super easily on what he calls the wall of love. They have over 15,000 customers here, so we can see some examples that looks like Wilson right there. It makes it super easy to record and write testimonials. You can customize the pages and where they're going to be shared, and it makes it super easy to import them anywhere on the web. So how much did it cost Wilson to go and build the MVP? And the total cost was $35. As Wilson was a programmer, he was able to build the SaaS himself, and so for $35 a month, he was getting the domain and the hosting. During that period, he was also living at home, so he had many of those fixed costs, such as rent, being taken care of. In terms of what the product is built on, for the front end, it's going to use a tool called Svelte Kit, which is web development streamlined, and has helped Wilson move incredibly fast. Also used is Tailwind for styling, Postgres plus Hasura, and MUX for video storage and delivery, and Cloudflare for the CDN. If you're watching this video, I'm sure you want to build your own micro SaaS, and I have you covered with a complete end-to-end course that is a step-by-step academy that's going to show you how to build, scale, and profit from your very own micro SaaS. There's a link in the description below, so make sure you check this out. It has a full 60-day money-back guarantee as well. So how did Wilson grow Senja from where it was to where it is today? And it came from several different forms of marketing. The first one was building in public. Wilson has a decent sized Twitter following, or X following. He has shared many experiences and product updates along the way, and he's built his following to over 20,000 followers now. He also wrote blog posts. He posts regularly on Indie Hackers, Reddit, Facebook, LinkedIn, and Quora. Senja has been listed in directories such as Betalist, Startups.fyi, Unneed.best, SaaS Hub, and GrowthStash.co. Senja has sponsored dozens of newsletters, and the company has even played around with cold outreach via email and Reddit. Each of these helped a bit, but none so much as building in public in the beginning, and later that has shifted to working on SEO and PLG, or product-led growth. In terms of the building in public, Senja started with 0 followers and no audience, but Wilson was constantly sharing daily progress updates and plans for launches that helped slowly build the audience. In terms of the number one advice to grow your following is daily content on X and really keeping up with that consistency. And the greatest benefit to building in public is definitely the community that you become surrounded by. This also gave Senja tons of product feedback, and it has improved since then. So building in public was great for the initial growth of Senja. Now it has to do with SEO, with about 45% of the traffic coming from this. They rank in the top 3 for different keywords such as testimonial collection tool and collect testimonials. They've written dozens of blog posts and created a couple pages that target keywords with lots of volume and little competition, such as video testimonials, testimonial collection software, and more. There are also pages now that target alternative keywords from their competitors, and they've created hundreds of pages for programmatic SEO that target hundreds of long-tail keywords. Product-led growth is now a strong tool as well, as because there is a freemium plan and a wall of love, people who use this plan have branding on the product, and it helps spread word of mouth there. And this is now responsible for about 30% of the product's growth, and it drives user acquisition, retention, and expansion. So if we take a look at the site here, we can see it says collect testimonials with Senja on both mobile and desktop. So if someone was using a freemium plan, they can make it super easy for people to sign up for Senja as well. Next up, in terms of marketing channels, it's going to be affiliates and influencers. This is responsible for about 16% of new signups now, and the co-founder Ollie does more of the work here, reaching out to dozens and even hundreds of different influencers, and he has spent quite a bit of time building relationships with them, and now they generally bring in tons of new signups as these influencers are sharing Senja in their course content or newsletters that help drive signups, and they are part of Senja's affiliate program, with affiliates getting to keep 30% of what they bring in. As for Wilson's parting advice, he thinks that many indie hackers are building way too many different small products. They're not taking the time to really focus on one and giving it the attention it needs to grow. Launching a couple dozen products in a couple months is easy, but sticking to one product, learning to grow it, and building a business around it is much harder, according to Wilson. And according to Wilson, if your product isn't an instant hit, that doesn't make it a failure. Chances are, if you spend a sizable amount of time improving your product, talking to potential customers, and experimenting with different marketing strategies, things can start to compound. The source material for this video came from an article on Indie Hackers written by James Fleischman, and I'll leave a link for this in the description below. So this is going to conclude the video here on how a 20-year-old founder makes $32,000 a month with his SaaS. If you enjoyed this video, I would love it so much if you smash that like and subscribe button below. If you have any questions, leave a comment, but thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.